Hi, hello, my name is Elefv, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just spent an hour and a half trying to film a serious video that is going to be like 6 minutes long, so I'm pretty pissed. But I'm also pretty excited because today's video is going to be a fun one. Well, fun for me at least. A few videos ago I dressed up like my zodiac sign and that video did so good that I decided to check what else was trending in 2019 that I could potentially recreate a year later. And that's why today we're letting a website style me and pick up my purchases for me. I found this website in the UK that's called Thread, and I've actually seen them a few times on the tube, like advertised. Kind of like Stylist in the US, where you have a short questionnaire. You talk about your styles, what you like, your sizes, and then they have a stylist pick up some items for you. But I think I like Stylist, whatever you pick, you have to pay for them all, which is not great for my bank account, but we're gonna do it for the video either way. But essentially what they do is help men dress better with minimal effort. And yeah, let's try that. Where are you? United Kingdom. What brands do you like? Okay, so there's a lot of brands in here that I see that I like, but I'm not sure I want to pay for them. I mean, the AdSense mine is not coming through, so I'm not gonna be choosing Burberry anytime soon. Sorry guys. But I do like Ralph Lauren. It's one of my favorite brands. Levi's, why not? Topman, yes. Uniqlo. I do love a Paul Smith, so I'm gonna have to say yes to that. All Saints, Zara, COS maybe. Ooh, YMC. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's a lot of brands actually. Oh my god, Ami! I missed Ami. That's alright. Which of these casual styles do you like? Okay, so the more the merrier. I mean, I'm actually struggling to find some. Okay, this one is nice. I love that pole on this. I love that striped shorts. Okay, I think we have a good mixture of these. Which of these office looks do you like? Feel free to skip this step if you dress casually all the time or wear a uniform. I don't dress casually all the time and I certainly don't have a uniform. But I'm not picking up any of these suit looks. So I see some casual looks inside the smart looks, which I'm quite confused. So I'm just gonna pick that and hope for the best, really. Like, I like a lot of the suit looks, but I just don't think that they will work for me, so I don't want to confuse the system. So I'm just not choosing them because I don't want to wear chinos, I don't want to wear colored pants. I know I'm most likely not going to like them and I'll have to return them. So I'm just skipping us all the trouble here. How much do you usually spend on clothes? Tell us roughly how much you spend on these items and we'll find clothes that make your budget go further. I think for coats and jackets, we're gonna go to like the 100 mark just because I don't think I'll be getting any from them. Blazers, can I put 0? Nope. Okay, well, I'm not getting any blazer, not getting any shirt for sure. So there's no 0 option, so we'll just leave it at the smallest amount. Knitwear and sweaters, I do love a good knitwear and a sweater, so let's yeah, put 150 here. Trousers and chinos, well, maybe there's like some fun trousers. They have Burberry, maybe they have other designers that are quite cool, so I do want to find some cool trousers, to be honest. Fit concerns, broad shoulders, I think they're normal. Long arms, what is these questions? Like, how do you know if you have long arms? Should I do like a Kendall Jenner thing? Muscular thighs, okay, see? We finally found my fit concern, and bigger around the middle as well. Okay, I think that sums me up. What can we help you find? Okay, good, they actually thought of that because why so many things that I'm not interested in? So blazers and suits are definitely a no-no. I think what I'm gonna go for is definitely knitted jumpers. I do love myself a good jumper. Casual shirts, maybe a crew neck t-shirt, why not? You know what, maybe a polo as well. Spring is on the way, maybe we'll get some sun in London. What do you look like? Ooh, what's happening, Thread? Seeing what you look like will help us make better suggestions. Okay, I just added a full body shot that's the only one I have in my downloads at the moment on my computer. Kind of is my style, so hopefully it's not gonna confuse the stylist too much. Tell us about your appearance. I mean, I just uploaded a photo. Can you not see? Matching you with the best stylist. Thread is now tailored to Elefv. Meet your stylist Artemis. Wow, she sounds Greek. Oh, did we find a match in here? What's happening? Okay, Elefv style summary. Let's have a look into my style summary, shall we? That's pretty exciting. I did not expect to have so much fun shopping on a Friday after. Okay, so the general direction is a lot of darks, as I can see here, but that's alright. That's kind of me. I see a lot of blues, I see kind of grays, so it definitely is my style. The best colors for you. Crisp, clean colors like navy, white, grey will look fresh against your pale skin and dark hair. So what I see here is just based on my replies, they're kind of giving me general advice, because you're bigger on the middle, what I should do for that, because I have a 30-inch inseam. You probably know it can be tough to find trousers in this length. It is actually. Thank you. Overall, that's a very good style summary, and to be fair, not to brag or anything, but it is what I've been doing so far in terms of colors and fits. But I guess I'm gonna have to come in a few hours, because Artemis will send me my first set of recommendations then. So I guess while Artemis gets to work, I'll just do the same. Okay, so the results are out, and actually she sent the selection quite fast. It said it's going to take around 2 to 3 hours, but I think she sent everything within like 30 minutes, which I was quite surprised about, but also very, very happy. I did film everything on the day, but for some reason the mic was not on, so we lost all the footage. And here we are doing this all over again. He gave me categories of clothing rather than specific items that I should purchase, which was very good because the selection was huge, and then he also gave me the opportunity to kind of go with the styles that I liked more and the items that I would wear. First category was utility jackets, which I think was spot on. I do love a good utility jacket, and if you've been following me on YouTube for a while, you do know that I rave about them quite a lot in my latest videos, and I think that they're a great piece to have around springtime. The colors she also suggested were quite similar to the one that I would normally go for. There were more dark tones, and then specifically dark blue, which is like my favorite color to have. Literally like 70% of my wardrobe is dark blue, which I was very, very happy about. And for that reason, I decided to go for the On & Sons workwear jacket, because it seemed like a good sturdy quality from the pictures online, and it was a very nice price point as well. So that was the first item that I added in the bag. Next up was shirts with button down colors, and although I do appreciate the fact that she suggested specifically button down colors because they're more casual and I'm not really about formal like clothes or really even shirts, I didn't think that the options were given to me were very interesting, and there were things that I already have in my wardrobe, so I decided to pass that suggestion. For the third suggestion, she moved away from clothing categories and she went into more outfits that she thought that I would like, and the first suggestion was titled The New Wear to Wear Navy, and it had tips on how to style navy color. I'm guessing she suggested that because most of the looks that I favored during the questionnaire were navy and dark blue looks. It's no secret that I'm obsessed with dark navy blue, so again, she was very spot on that. Though I felt like most of the pieces that were suggested to me were quite classic and simple in my opinion, and there were items that I have in my wardrobe already, like the peacoat and the dark blue jeans. I decided to go with a check gun set because it really got my attention out of everything else he had suggested for me, and also was on sale, so I was saving some money, which is always good. So that was the second item that I put in my bag. The second outfit suggestion was titled Simple Fuss Free Outfit, which consisted of denim or chinos, a white tee, a shirt, and a bomber jacket on top. A very simple look for me personally. It's definitely stylish, don't get me wrong, but it's not very fashionable, and I was looking more into fashionable pieces, even though my budget definitely did not meet the criteria for that. Suggestions overall were quite underwhelming for me, but there was one item that I was quite intrigued to try, and that was the bomber jacket. Most of the bomber jackets that I have are winter bomber jackets, so they're a lot thicker, and I don't actually own any thin one. And I really like the MVP bomber jacket that was suggested for me. The colorway was very nice and quite springy, and the brand was actually featured in many of my suggestions, and I've never actually heard of it, so I wanted to give it a try and see how it fits and if I like it or not. So that was the third item that I purchased, and the final one, because the final outfit suggested to me was named Flashes of White, and to be honest, I skipped it quite fast because nothing really got my attention in there. I was quite surprised that none of my suggestions were knitwear, because that was the only category that I put quite of a big budget, and I was hoping to get some kind of designer pieces because I do know that they stock a lot of designer brands as well. But I think as I do more questionnaires and as I voice more my opinion on what I like and dislike as he sends me suggestions, I think then the results will hopefully be more accurate and more within my style. But for now, what I've had in my shopping bag was the On & Sons workwear jacket, the Gant check shirt, and then the last item was the MVP bomber jacket. But I made an order on Thursday and it took about a week to come. I think it's like 3 to 4 working days, and because some of the items were not qualified for next day delivery. And here we are now, Monday 2nd of March, with our bag of clothes ready to open it. Welcome back. So I put the lights on because it's getting quite late, so I had to turn on the studio lights, and I wore appropriate pants for this video. So let's get started, shall we? So the first item that I'm going to try on is the MVP bomber jacket, and I generally do love the color of this. I think it looks super nice and it's perfect for spring, and I do also like the shiny part of it. When I was mentioning before that I don't have anything that's not very thick of a bomber, that's what I meant. I don't have any material with that, so it is definitely something that was missing from my wardrobe. However, I do think that this is quite small, although technically I did get it in a small size. I didn't consider that it's not oversized fit. I feel like putting it on, it's very restrictive on my movements. Was it worth £50? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Although it does seem like it's a good quality. It's so thin, it's more like a windbreaker than like a bomber jacket. It's literally paper thin. Definitely something I could find on ASOS for like half the price. But I am very intrigued by the brand and I will be purchasing more. You got my intention, and that's good. Hi again. So next up we have the Gant shirt, and Gant, unlike MVP, is a brand that I'm very familiar with. I have a lot of shirts from Gant and I actually have something that is quite similar to this in the sense of the pattern, but in a different colorway. But what I'm gonna say about this one is, first of all, for the design, I absolutely love the colorway. It is check, it is dark blue, so technically this couldn't have gone too wrong. I definitely went with a safe option in here that I knew I was going to like, and I definitely do. However, though, one thing I noticed is that it is a button-up shirt, and I remember clearly that I was suggesting button-down shirts, but that was on a different suggestion to this one that I got it from. So a lot of options. So as I understood, they gave you a lot of options, and then I need to do the rest of the work. I was hoping to have to do a little less work and was just given the clothes, kind of how I've seen with other websites. But yeah, that's not really a big issue with me. I don't really mind whether it's a button up or a button down. However, what I do mind is the fit. Fit is very important for me, and you guys know that. And this one is not a slim fit. It's actually a regular fit. And all of my Gant shirts are slim fit. Actually, everything that I own is slim fit. Maybe to you it's not that bad, but I can definitely see the difference from how my normal other shirts fit. So I'm not very happy with these. I was really hoping that at least they would have gotten the slim fit and they would have not suggested anything regular, just because I feel like I mentioned it on the questionnaire that I do really like slim fits. I don't remember, that was a week ago. If I didn't, well, they should have had that option and I would have definitely clicked slim fit. Last but not least, I kept the best for the last, as always. We have the Only Sons workwear jacket. Was that how it's called? I think so. I absolutely love utility jackets, and especially in a dark color, I'm like, sign me up, I'm all for it. And this is no different. Like, this is totally something that I would wear on an everyday to day basis. It's such a good design. It's actually quite thick, which I kind of saw from the website and I understood, and I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it's just very comfortable with the lining that it has inside, which extends all the way up to the arms. Even though I'm wearing this with a t-shirt, I actually don't feel it being heavy at all. It's actually quite refreshing being inside it, and me saying that with all the lights in front of me and actually not even slightly sweating, that's a big thing. But yeah, back to the jacket. Super stylish. I love the boxy shape of it. I love the boxy fit. One issue that I have is that the arms are too long for me, and like I need to keep like pushing it so I have, well, available hands. But yeah, I got in a size small, so I'm not sure if there was an extra small. If there is an extra small, I would definitely go ahead and get that, just because I feel like since it's quite thick, I don't think that this is gonna be a layering piece for me. I think that this is going to be like a spring jacket. I don't think that I could potentially fit anything else above this, just because this is already quite bulky. So I would want it to be perfectly fitted for me. I don't mind it being oversized. Like, I actually like how it sits on my torso and everything, but I don't like how it sits on my hand. So, but if there's an extra small, I would definitely exchange it to that, because this is an item like that I would love to keep. But yeah, I think my overall experience with Thread was very good. They were definitely focusing more on the basics, which in my case is not really what I was looking for. I was looking more fashionable pieces, just because I know that they stock some fashion brands as well. They also stock YMC, which is one of my favorite brands, and I think I did mention that on the questionnaire. So these were not items that I really saw and I was really hoping to see, especially in the sweater department. But hopefully, as I'm going along and communicating a bit more my likes and dislikes to my personal shopper, then hopefully we'll be getting better results. But for somebody who's not very good at styling pieces or just cannot really be bothered to it, I think it's a great service to have, just because it is technically, I mean, it is free. You just pay what you get. So what's the harm in it? But that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. For more daily fashion, make sure to follow my Instagram, which I'll have in the description below. I post it twice a day, and there's a lot of outfit inspiration for you guys. If there's something specific that you'd like to see, drop me down your recommendations or your feedback below. Definitely let me know what you think of this type of video, because they're super fun for me to film, and I feel like they're just a lot more interesting than like doing constantly hauls. But till I see you again, bye bye.